Some new developments 2 months after deadly explosions at a fireworks facility in Esparto killed 7 people and hurt 2 others. Live Copter 3 gave us this exclusive look at the scene earlier today of what's left, really.
Yeah, we're now learning that Yolo County is declaring a health emergency, and that move will help environmental leaders assess potential impacts at the site of that explosion. The land around that facility is primarily farmland, so the county says it just wants to do more testing on the air and the water as well as the soil.
KCRA 3 Cecil Hannibal joins us live in Esparto after talking with health officials. And what are they saying about this new order?
Lisa and Golston, they say the focus is on public health. You saw that aerial view. I want to show you this on the ground right across the street from that fireworks facility. You can see all of this shrapnel and the discolored soil out here where you can see from that Oakdale fire it is still charred. The question is, what is in that soil? That is what they're going to get to the bottom of as they're doing more of these tests. I also want to show you this, if you can. My photographer is going to zoom in right here. You see that orchard on the other side of this street, that caution tape. We don't know why the tape is there exactly, but the health officer of Yolo County told me food near this explosion site should not be eaten until they do more tests. That is how serious this is. Now, we sat down with the Yolo County health officer today. She says that they're going to start at the site of the explosion to test for harmful chemicals and heavy metals that can be toxic to humans. That's what's found in fireworks. That's what makes fireworks, is because of their color. That's what they tell me, right? And so now, one thing is they don't want people to panic. They're saying that there's no reason to be alarmed just yet. They haven't found anything new, but they're going to start looking, right, for these chemicals and harmful metals. Now, this declaration will allow for more aid to help come from the state environmental agencies and federal partners as well. We talked to a farmer not far from here, about a mile away from this site here in Esparto, and he tells us that he thinks testing is the best next step.
I think it's a good thing that they cover their bases and make sure that they're considering all aspects of the full impact of this. It's a big unknown, you know. This kind of thing just doesn't normally happen out here. You kind of wonder what kind of residue has been left behind.
And what you're looking at right now is across the street from us where that fireworks facility explosion was. And now, so that farmer you heard from, he won't be included in the initial testing. They're going to start right here and kind of build from there. They're going to go as far as they find these possible chemicals and harmful metals. Now, that farmer hopes they don't make it to his land, but he's still wondering what is in the air, what is in the ground, and what is in the water. Those are questions that farmers around here want to know. We'll have more on his concerns, what he calls the unknown, coming up tonight at 7. We're live in Esparto. Cecil Hannibal, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, and it's understandable that they'd be wondering all that. I know as it was all happening, we were also all wondering that, especially the next day when you saw how big of a space was affected. So it's been more than a month. Why are they doing this just now?
So back on July 8th, the County Board of Supervisors did declare an emergency. This one specifically is focused on public health, right? So that's going to allow for more federal and state partners to come in and bring more aid and to help with this testing, right? But the other aspect is there could be funding that comes in to help with the cleanup on private land. So some of those farmers who are having to do these cleanup efforts could get some reimbursements in those cleanup efforts specifically. Lisa and Golston.
All right. Thank you so much, Cecil, for the live report.